brakes. Now, the what is brake? Brake is used to stop a motion. Clutching with a fixed member becomes a brake. In that way, there are disc brake, multiple disc brake, and cone brake, etc. In this case of brake, the torque capacity is T is equal to I into alpha. I is the mass moment of inertia, alpha is the acceleration, angular acceleration. I into omega by TB, where I is equal to moment of inertia of the shaft, that is the mass moment of inertia. Omega is equal to angular speed, TB is braking time. Okay, this is the shaft actually. Now let us understand the figure. This is a point, it is called the fulcrum of the lever. This is a lever actually, and this is the eccentricity E. This distance is E from this shoe point. And here you see, when the brake is rotating anti-clockwise direction, the shoe, after pressing the force, it will give a force not in this motion but opposite to that, something like that. So this is mu n is the frictional force. So it is stopping the motion of the drum. It is stopping the motion of the drum, and this is the force P on this drum. Now this is the normal, this is the force, this is the normal reaction. Okay, here is a point O. This is the normal reaction, and this is the vertical reaction N. This is not P. This is O. Is a point here. Here is the point. So, and this is the section of the lever. Now this is the brake shoe, and this is the drum. So if the force is in this direction, so here the frictional force, here the frictional force will be in the opposite direction on the shoe, and this is the normal reaction. Now, so you just draw the figure. Okay, brake drum diameter is D. It rotates anti-clockwise direction. N is the normal force or the brake shoe on the brake shoe. On the brake shoe, normal force on the brake shoe. Mu n, mu is the frictional coefficient. Mu n is the frictional force on the brake shoe. We consider short shoe. So this is the short shoe, not the long shoe. Taking moment about F is the fulcrum, we get summation of M moment about F point is equal to 0. Now all the moments we have to take acting on the lever and shoe together. So N into B, this is the N into B, is the anti-clockwise moment, we take it positive, and this mu n into E, that will be clockwise moment, taking as negative, minus, it is also a clockwise moment, P into A, P into A up to this point moment, so is equal to 0. From here, this is this is the equation number 1. If T is the braking, if T is the braking torque required, then what is T? T is equal to mu n is the force into the radius. So radius is d by 2. D is the diameter of the drum. This is equal to, so from here n will be equal to 2t by mu d. Okay. Substituting this value for n here, we get P is equal to 2t by dA into B by mu minus E. This is the equation. Okay. This is the governing equation for the force effort applied, P. Okay. This is the torque and this ABC are the dimensions. Mu is the frictional coefficient. When drum rotates anti-clockwise, this equation is true for the drum rotating anti-clockwise. Now, if the drum rotates clockwise, what will happen? I will give you the 1 minute.